What's up, Scorpio? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. The info for that's in the description box of the video. There does tend to be a long wait for a reading with me. So if you want to explore your options, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Scorpio, we're going to do the usual check-in of the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome for the next 2 weeks. I say potential to anyone new to my channel because on this channel I infuse manifesting and the universal law of assumption into all of my content. So my tarot readings are just check-in points into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Scorpio, have selected, are selecting, manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Your desires are absolutely meant for you. You can have anything or anyone that you want. Everything on the outside is you pushed out. If you would like to manifest this differently, circumstances do not matter. It would require a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Scorpio that you're being, a shift in your focus and your dominant thoughts and assumptions. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please look at my other content, do your own research. And I like to teach as I go. Okay, Scorpio, the person on your mind, how are they feeling about you as we move through the next 2 weeks? King of Pentacles, that's a mature, stable, loyal kind of an energy. And Empress, wow, Scorpio, okay. Growth, expansion, nurturing the connection. It seems to be that this person's very focused on that. Some of you children are in the mix, or there's the desire to have children. That could be something that's on the table, on the cards. Let's have a look. Lover's card, Scorpio. Strong connection, okay, soul contract. Okay, there's the Devil. There's the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. I still trust what I channel in the opening, so let's get a little bit more information here. Ace of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, so there is a need to have some kind of a truthful conversation and make some kind of a plan, okay? Now, the Devil card, very strong attraction and desire. There seems to be some fears playing into this situation around the future. So I am going to trust the King of Pentacles and the Empress, but perhaps there is something that needs to be aired out or a conversation that needs to be had around, are you on the same page for the future, building for the future? So that could be discussions around children, around house and home, assets, things like that. So the Devil card can be fears, okay, or limitations. And I'm going to get some more cards on it to clarify that. Very strong connection here. Lover's card can be about choices. I'm not really getting third-party choices. I'm just getting like, you know, maybe some fears like, are you choosing the connection? Are we on the same page, if that makes sense? So let me get a little bit more. Yeah, Knight of Wands is in the reverse. And then we have Wheel of Fortune. There's a wanting to shift things, okay? So maybe shift out of this energy where there's lack of clarity. Lots and lots of attraction, as I said, lots of desire. The only thing is that there seems to be, and this could be an irrational fear because the Three of Pentacles is coming out right after that. I'm going to take it, that you're not on the same page or you're not cooperating somehow. Now, because there's a lot of this attraction and desire, but a lot of fear, I'm not taking this as the player. I hate labels anyway. My regulars know why. Okay, I won't go into it. But regardless, even the way I'm reading it in this context, this can be what you would call lots and lots of passion, but maybe a fear that it's passion, but it's not going to lead to the desire, like that you're not on the same page, that you don't want the same things for the future. Okay, not playing around energy, just that like, is this where we? Is this all we have? Or is this the compatibility? On the other hand, there seems to be like very, very strong connection here with the Lover's card. Okay, so this could be an irrational fear, it could be a projection, or it could be because things have not been discussed or made clear. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is wanting to shift things for the better. I want to get one on this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Six of Swords is in the reverse. Some of you are dealing with a situation where there's just been like travel or distance. This would be about the return. Knight of Wands can also be what you would like to call, again, a label hot and cold. So it could feel like this goes a bit in and out. Why I don't like the label hot and cold is that if you Scorpio are thinking this person comes across as hot and cold, it's your assumption. So if you want this person to be more hot, more communicative, more consistent, you just need to focus on that. I'll get to you in a sec. But there seems to be something to do with wanting balance and reciprocity, okay? And it's something here also with pentacles. So it's like, are we on the same page? Do we want the same things? Do we have the same future vision? When it comes to financial matters, commitments, maybe family, okay? Because 10 of Pentacles is also family, literally like building a family, building a future, building a legacy, all of that. So there's been lack of clarity, and that could create some fears. Let me have a look at that Six of Pentacles. Six of Swords in reverse, though, not willing to move away from this, and also if there's been some kind of like distance, this is return energy. Yeah, there's a King of Cups in the reverse and a Two of Wands. So there's something here about the lack of discussion or the lack of plan, and now wanting to make a plan, but feeling like things being at a crossroads triggers some kind of a fear about the love not being, sincere, or the love being withdrawn. There's an anxiety here, okay? I don't really think it's founded, but I'm going to get to you because this is King of Cups energy. I mean, this person could be projecting that onto you if there's been issues in like making a decision on the way forward, okay? Or there could be a little bit of this where this person like holds back on speaking their truth, not in a heavy way, guys, just like has trouble with the communication, and then that might cause hot and cold behavior or something like that. The oracles are going to give us more. Also, guys, if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. It doesn't matter. Don't take it, and if it is, you can change anything, as I explained in the opening. So we're at a crossroads here. A plan needs to be made, and the King of Swords in the upright is actually a rational thinker. And this is about planning, and it's also about diplomacy. The other thing is you could have like a toxic pattern going on, not toxic in the heavy sense, just like the Devil card with these fears and maybe negative assumptions, like, there can be difficulty cooperating. And a King of Swords in the upright would tell me that this is about being diplomatic and rational. Air sign energy, Capricorn, Gemini energy. Okay, let me have a look at you, Scorpio. How are you feeling about them as we move through the next 2 weeks? Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords. Sorry, guys, I just had a blank. I don't know what happened. I've been reading all day. Okay, Nine of Swords. Anxiety, stress. How do you feel about them, Scorpio, as we move through the next 2 weeks? Four of Cups. There's a bit of a rejection wound or something, or you feel like what you offer, they don't really, it's not taken. They seem to want to focus on reciprocity. I mean, you mutually could have something where you both feel like the other one's not really like hearing, you know what I mean? Like, are you on the same page? Can we agree? You've got Seven of Swords. So there's like trust issues or something going on here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, you've got Three of Wands. They've got Two of Wands. You've got Seven of Wands in the reverse. You've got Five of Cups, Scorpio. Okay, you've got Ten of Cups in the overall. And then you've got Ace of Wands in the reverse. Scorpio, so something's led to you feeling like a lack of vitality, inspiration, or something within your dynamic. I mean, I feel like you do have chemistry with this person, but it's like something to do with maybe the defensiveness, or there's a wall between the two of you, and I already explained why that might be. Something to do with communication or lack of clarity, or some kind of a dynamic you have, like this hot-cold thing. It's a pattern, leads to lack of passion. I mean, I'm sure there is passion, but maybe the passion feels a bit withdrawn or something like that. Now, there's Five of Cups here. Scorpio, Five of Cups, look, maybe there has been something between the two of you, like the way in which you've communicated with one another where there's regrets. But to me, Five of Cups usually, particularly this person has a lover's card here, which means that they do think that you have a soul contract and a soul connection. And then the Five of Cups is always like there's two cups that someone's not looking at, which is also soul connection. And then they're very much looking at Three of Cups. So it is possible, Scorpio, that you're very kind of focused on things that have happened before, maybe in love, where you were disappointed. And this is sort of like, you know, maybe it's causing a bit of a block between the two of you, or a defensiveness. So Scorpio, you could get defensive and this person could react and they could go cold, and this is what happens, and it kind of goes round and round, because it seems to be that there's a doubting of the love, but I don't know that that's founded, okay? There just seems to be lacking cooperation and lack of discussion and clarity on the future. You've got Ten of Cups in the overall, so Scorpio, that tells me that you probably do feel like this person gives you a lot of fulfillment, and you are focused on happiness in the future. This is also about family and children. And Three of Wands is you thinking about the future. So why do we have Seven of Wands in the reverse? Temperance card. Okay, so this is something to do with maybe needing to be patient. Maybe there's been a lot of impatience with one another. Okay, Temperance card is also about healing. So if I want to go a little bit deeper into the spiritual aspect for you, Scorpio, because Seven of Wands can be defensiveness, okay, and maybe you're working to let your guard down because of loss from the past. Temperance card would be your own healing, okay, so that's inner balance, inner healing. So, you know, it could be that you get reactive or you get defensive with this person, but it's more so because you've suffered, okay? So, and that's anyway, guys, regardless of this, it's relevant. Sorry, also tying in law of assumption, it's relevant because if you want to get the preferable version of this person anyway, it's accessible to you. You would need to step into version of Scorpio that you can let your guard down. So love is safe. You can trust that this person loves you. Letting go of the spilt cups means, you know, letting the old man die, as Neville Goddard would say, right? Stepping into version of Scorpio. You've always had great luck in relationships. Love, anyone you love loves you more. Everyone treats you with love, kindness, and respect and all of that. But you may be healing something, Scorpio, okay? There also might be regrets because we have Five of Swords here and it's in the reverse. You could have had a clash with this person. Tension, communication issues. Are we on the same page? Let's see. Yeah, King of Swords is in the reverse. Magician card's in the reverse. Okay, some of you, Scorpio, I don't know, you could have had a past where you dealt with a lot of manipulation. I wasn't really, see, look, it's interesting, Scorpio. The King of Cups in the reverse here is the energy of, like, it can be a bit emotionally manipulative or something. That's the heavy side. There's some kind of a defensiveness and fears. You mutually both could have some trust issues, okay, and fears that the other one is not being completely loving, open and honest about the future, something like that. A King of Swords in the reverse and the Magician card in the reverse. The heavier side of reading that is, you know, fickleness and manipulation. Now, what I'm getting, Scorpio, because I have a Five of Cups here, is like that could be something that you have dealt with before, okay? And so now there is a defensiveness, and there's this sense of thinking about the future and the Ten of Cups, but maybe a lot of stress and fear. And maybe there's, with the Temperance card, is like, am I ready? I'm still healing. Now, Scorpio, you can at any time like select healed, healthy version of Scorpio and let the past go, as I explained, kill the old man. If this person, you know, you get triggered by this person, then you would just need to look at what's the story that's being triggered, and you would select, again, you would change the assumption, okay? Magician card, on the other hand, also can be unfulfilled potential. This person has a King of Swords in the upright. So if you have a fear, like because before people have not been honest or truthful for you and have hurt you, this person's coming across as wanting to be honest and truthful. But they might mutually be feeling, Lover's card, you're not really choosing, and then things are not really clear and a plan's not really been made. Do you understand where I'm going with this, Scorpio? I hope so, even if it sounds like I'm jumping around. So look, the bottom line is, Scorpio, if you want this and you see this person for the future, but you think that there's unfulfilled potential and you have clashes with them because of some kind of dynamic or communication issue, then you just need to go to the end. We have an amazing relationship. They're so loving. They're so caring. And I said, if you want to do revision on the 5 of Cups where you've lost out before, that might help you to shift in a more consistent way. Yeah, the World. This is about closure and completion of cycles. Okay. Also, some of you, travel and distance has been a factor, and this has been a matter of patience or testing of patience. That might cause the in, out, stop, start, and the questions around can we build for the future if that's like a seeming block or an obstacle. Okay. Also circumstantial, guys, because there's infinite ways that things can come together. So if you feel like this is impossible because you're at a distance from a person, well, no, it's not. Yeah, there's a King of Pentacles in the reverse and an 8 of Swords and then Queen of Pentacles, Scorpio. Okay, this is limiting beliefs, Scorpio. Okay, King and Queen of Pentacles. One is in the reverse. These two in the upright are a match. They're a loyal, stable, committed pair. So there seems to be a doubting either that you and this person are the right match, or that this person feels the same way or is as committed. This person seems to also be confused about whether you're on the same page and things are reciprocal. Okay, so, and then that causes some kind of a stress or a dynamic. You also, Scorpio, might be trapped in your mind limiting beliefs because, like I said to you, there's 5 of Cups, there's losses and pain. So you could have had a past relationship or a relationship pattern where you weren't treated very well or nicely. So we don't want to continue with the same assumption and keep going round and round. World card, we want to close out that cycle. Okay? So you need to change the story. We have, you know, I really, and I'm honest, guys, I stick to what I say. I'm not picking up that this person is a toxic person, a bad person, or this, okay? I think this is like separate to maybe something else that you've had, and there might be fear. And this person equally, they might be having some insecurities and some fears, and that's creating some block or some wall or some hot and cold. Now, you don't have to wait for them. You don't have to manipulate this version of them and wish that they would not say or do certain things. You just literally need to select with consciousness and dominant thoughts and assumptions the version you prefer, okay? All right, let's see. Resentments and triggers. This is the problem. Resentments and triggers, okay? So, Scorpio, just take care of your story and you won't have the triggers. They're going to shift for you, okay? The mirror will shift. They will conform. Their behaviors will change. The things that they say, the way you react, all of that. We have love call, expression of love, messages of love, thinking of you. So what else does this person want? Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. Uncertain future. This is what's causing the friction. This is what's causing the triggering, okay? What else? All right. One-sided, self-absorbed, okay, codependent, possession and control, emotional block. I said to you that I feel like there's a little pattern going on here, right? Like hot and cold, pulling back, you know, reactions, triggers to one another, and then that leads to hurt. And this also says feeling lost. So there's something about just not having much confidence in like the direction of the connection, and then maybe an assumption that this is one-sided. I said that, 6 of Pentacles. So there's a need to shift that dynamic. What are they going to come in with? Not enough, lacking confidence. Okay, lacking confidence. And then we've got, you know, charmed or used with coffin, new beginnings. Liberation. I told you, this is a lot of fears. It's not this person is a user in this, okay? Do you guys see where I'm going with this? This person has a lot of fears that they're, one, not enough, lack of clarity on the direction, fears that things are one-sided, so then they behave a certain way, then they probably trigger on your side of things what you've experienced before, okay, your triggers, you know, and then we have coffin, new beginnings. You've got the round and round card and the old patterns and cycles. Now, they're just your mirror, Scorpio. I'm not blaming and shaming you, but if you want to shift this, if you like the parts you love about this person, if you want that, you just need to only focus on that and they will shift with you. Please go and look at my other content, okay, or other coaches. They'll explain the same thing, because then we have talking. So there's going to be more talking. They're not going anywhere. You know, it just seems to be, this is, I don't think there's actual addictions, guys. I think this devil card, you know, this is the obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. And that is what is being ping-ponged back and forth. And you might have both actually had some toxic relationships before, and heartbreak. So yeah, we've got shock, and then yeah, exactly. And then twin flames. This is the Lovers card. Take it as a twin flame or a non-twin flame. Soulmate connection. Yin and yang balance, union and duality, polar opposites complement. So there is a mutual triggering thing going on between the two of you, and sort of maybe something to be looked at that needs to change. And like I said, if you want to cut short that, you don't need to go down the twin flame rabbit hole and divine timing and healing, and in time this person's going to learn their lessons and you are, and then whatever. All you need to do, Scorpio, they're you pushed out, they're a mirror, but you're the dominant mirror, which means shift into the reality where you are, Scorpio, secure, and you are you're the version of you that's loved, adored, whatever. You've always had great relationships. This person absolutely loves you. They want you. You have great communication. Whatever the hell it is that you want, write some affirmations or do some techniques, and then you cut it short. You don't have to wait for healing. The dragonfly. Things coming to light and heal. So this is just the check-in right now in this one connection, in this one version, in this one timeline where you're at. You can fuck it all in a bucket and re-script and persist until you know it hardens into fact what you want. Sorry guys if I talk around, but I would prefer to actually use this channel to help you guys versus just you thinking that it's all of the tarot, okay? So I hope and intend that it helps some of you. Definitely lots of talking. They're not going anywhere. New beginnings. There you go. Love call. There's definitely love. I intended to help some of you, and I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in 2 weeks' time.